I am not teaching, I am publicly learning. But hi and welcome to Learning for the Life in UK test part 263. Television and radio, that is on the page 92, while doing leg stretching. And if you participate in the leg stretching, that is at your own risk. And we have basically just 3 exercises, so we're doing them quite long. If it's too long, then do them shorter. We're starting with the first one. We are bringing the one leg in front, with the heel onto the ground, and we're putting the toes in. And from time to time, we're going to contract the quad muscles and then relax again. So we're starting with contraction of quad muscles. Television and radio. We know that the first radio was in 1922 by the BBC, and that in 1936, the first broadcasting had the first permanently broadcasted series. Many different television is TV, television, TV, and release the contraction, but keep it like that. Many different television channels are available in the UK. And we already know here that television became the leading form of entertainment in the UK, somewhere in the 1950s, 60s. And contract again. There are many different television channels in the UK. Some are free to watch and others require a paid subscription. So some of the televisions are free to watch and other one need a paid subscription. I don't understand it and I don't know if I'm able to explain it because I have myself questions with it. British television shows a wide variety of programs, and we're relaxing the contraction again. So there are a wide variety of programs running on these television channels, of which are many in the United Kingdom. Popular programs include regular soap operas such as Coronation Street and EastEnders, and we're contracting again. So there's running, for example, the show Coronation Street or EastEnders. They can be watched. In Scotland, some Scotland-specific programs are shown, and there's also a channel with programs in the Gaelic language. Relaxing again. What was the first thing? So there are some TV channels just specific for Scotland, and there's also one program which is completely talking in Gaelic. There's a Welsh language channel in Wales. There are programs specific to Northern Ireland and some programs broadcasted in Irish Gaelic, and contract for a last time. So in Scotland there's a channel in Gaelic and also specific channels of Scotland. In Wales there is a channel in Welsh language, and there are also Northern Ireland specific channels of Northern Ireland, and there are also some in Irish Gaelic. And we're going to the other leg. The leg in front, with the heel onto the ground, and we're putting the toe in, and we're contracting the quad muscles. Everyone in the UK, computer or other medium which can be used for watching TV must have a television license. And there's an asterisk, so that's maybe not complete, or often simplified. So everyone with a television or computer or another medium which can be used for watching television must have a television license. So most people do have to have a television license. One license covers all of the equipment in one home, except when people rent different rooms in a shared house and each has a separate tenancy agreement. Relaxing contraction, what we're keeping on like that. Now, I don't really understand the part at the beginning with some are paid subscriptions. Are now the free ones completely free, or are the free ones in the TV license, and then there are paid subscriptions with even more private television channels? Let's take it as it is. Basically everyone, more than 99% of it. So everyone with a television or computer or another medium which can receive television, or on which television can be watched, must have a television license. One license covers all of the equipment in one home. Contract again. So it means a family, they need only one license, and all the equipment, so television in the bedroom and the television in the living room, both can have the same license. Don't take it all as illegal advice, of course. One license covers all of the equipment in one home, except when people rent different rooms in a shared house and each has a separate tenancy agreement. I don't know what a tenancy agreement is, but if there are multiple different people who are not a family living in one house, then they have to pay each individually. And relax the contract again. Those people must each buy a separate license. Some people over 75 can apply for a free TV license, and blind people can get a 50% discount. You will receive a fine of up to £1,000 if you watch television but do not have a television license. And contract again. So if some people who are over 75 years old can get for free a television license, and people who are blind have to pay only the half. I guess it's because we can only listen to radio, or they can listen only to the audio. You will receive a fine of up to £1,000 if you watch television but do not have a television license. And we're releasing a contract again. So if someone watches television but they don't have booked that television's license, then they can get a penalty and they have to pay £1,000. And contract for last time. The money from TV licenses is used to pay for the British Broadcasting Corporation. This is a British public service broadcaster providing television and radio programs. The BBC is the largest broadcaster in the world. Although it receives some state funding, it is independent of the government. Other UK channels are primarily funded through advertisements and subscriptions. So the other one are the paid subscriptions, and the free ones are the one paid with a TV license. That was a question, not a statement. The leg to the outside, the toes are pointing forward, and they're pressing a little bit into the ground, and they're frontal to the main part of the tree. No, sorry, what do we have here? The money from the TV licenses. They don't write how expensive it is. So the money from the TV licenses. So almost everyone pays this TV license because almost everyone has a television or a computer or anything else which can get television. At home, so almost everyone in the UK pays television license. And all this money then is taken to pay for the BBC. And the BBC is a British public service broadcaster providing television and radio programs. So the BBC, they are making these television programs and this also radio. That's why I'm asking. With a television license, why do blind people have to pay only the 50%? Is it because they can listen only to the audio of a television, or because they listen to the radio? And we're releasing a contraction a bit for keeping the leg there. The BBC is the largest broadcaster in the world, so the BBC is the largest one in the world. By audience? By money? By channels? It's the largest one in the world. We take it as it's written here, as they told us. Although it receives some state funding, it is independent of the government. And we're pressing again the leg a bit into the ground. So, the BBC is financed through the TV license money. They get some money from the state, so state funding. They get some money from the United Kingdom. But it is independent of the government. That means that the BBC is independent. That means that not the government can tell the BBC what to broadcast. Other UK channels are primarily funded through advertisements and subscriptions. So there are other channels, a part of BBC channels, and they getting the money not through TV licenses, but through making advertisements and subscriptions. So subscription would be similar to the TV license, people saying, I want to watch that channel, and then they are paying every month a little bit of money, and then we can receive it or something like that. And the other one is advertisements, so that means there is the television running, which the channel wants to broadcast. We're having the other leg at the outside, we're doing the same, we're pressing again a bit into the ground. And then after some minutes, after 20 minutes, can be a company, maybe one of the fashion companies here we had here. Let's go actually back to that. We had no firm, but we had here firms of architecture. For example, the architecture firm of Norman Foster or whatever, or something like that. They can then say, we want, when after the movie or the show has run, we want to, for 10 seconds, let the people see our fashion or what beautiful buildings we built, so that many people are seeing hey, that beautiful buildings can be built, or that clothes can be bought, or that car can be bought. When we're at home and watching the television and then seeing the advertisement, saying, maybe I'm going to go tomorrow and buy some trousers which look like these. And when we get money, so the companies are saying, I want on that channel for 10 seconds my promotion, my advertisement, and I give you £10,000 for it, or £5,000, whatever, I don't know, I have no idea. And then it runs there for a few seconds, and people are seeing it all in the living rooms, and then they're saying, maybe I'm going to buy a trousers by them, or a jacket or a car, whatever, and then the next day they might buy that. And so they haven't made money again. The television has made money from the companies paid, the people have lost money, but they get what they have bought, and the company has lost money to the televisions, but they haven't get maybe money back from the people buying from them. We are releasing the stretching bit, but keeping the leg there. So that is how the other televisions are financed. The BBC financed through the TV licenses and a bit state funding. That's it. We're through the television and radio. The money from TV licenses, and we're pressing again, and we're going to have no idea where we are with the success. The money from TV licenses is used to pay for British Broadcasting Corporation, BBC. This is the British public service broadcaster providing television and radio programs. That was one of the sentences we had here. Everyone in the UK with a TV, computer or other medium which can be used for watching television must have a television license. And now we're bringing the other leg to the outside. The hydraulic carjack is that. They're having a flexed foot, and we're turning it up, and we're bringing it again in. So we're through with that chapter. Now we're going back. We had all musicians. We were by the painters. I think we were by the painters. So we had Thomas Gainsborough. He made people in countrysides, basically. Then we had David Allen. He made The Origin of Painting, which is one of his famous works. Is it now a book or is it a painting? Why should someone paint a painting which is about the origin of painting? It would be complex to paint. It's possible. Maybe someone has done that. Whatever. He has made The Origin of Painting. David Allen, The Origin of Painting. And Joseph Turner, he made Landscapes and Erased, the prophet of landscaping. I don't understand the sentence. But he modernized Joseph Turner. And then we have John Constable, he made Dedham Vale. Let's try to remember Dedham Vale. Imagine we would know what we know about Dedham Vale. Dedham Vale. Dedham Vale. John Constable. He made a landscape painting of Dedham Vale, which is the border of Suffolk and Essex. The other leg to the outside, and we're doing the same exercise, flex foot. Bring it up. Again. Now we're having the pre-Raphaelites. Let's try to remember the three persons listed here. Holman Hunt, Dante Gabriel Rossetti, and Sir John Millais. We're making just the pre-Raphaelites now. So we have three people. Holman Hunt. Holman Hunt, Dante Gabriel Rossetti, and Sir John Millais. Sir John Millais. It's too I looked at the past already. Sir John Millais. Holman Hunt is the first one. Holman Hunt, Dante Gabriel Rossetti, Sir John Millais. And a few more times. Let's try in front of the main part of the body. The pre-Raphaelites invaded paintings about religious or literary themes with bright colors and vague detail. These paintings. So the pre-Raphaelites, they did in detail, bright colored paintings and about religious themes or literary themes, and the three members are Holman Hunt, Dante Gabriel Rossetti, and Sir John Millais. That is enough for here. The four flowers, I think that is something to be asked. England, the rose; Scotland, the thistle; Wales, the daffodil; and Northern Ireland, the shamrock. And we're going to the last exercise just a bit. We are doing the butterfly stretches, so just the soles of the feet together. We're sitting tall up and we're leaning a bit there front. So the rose is England. The rose, England, St. George Day, 23rd April. And then we're having the daffodil, that is Wales. The daffodil Wales. Daffodil Wales, and Wales had St. David 1st March. And Scotland the thistle. And Scotland has St. Andrew. St. Andrew is the 30th November, and Northern Ireland has St. Patrick, and St. Patrick is the 17th of March, and that is the Shamrock. So for that, I thank you very much, and until next time.